What up, everybody? Thursday night, actually, that we're doing this for Friday night, 14 games. You know the deal. It's Tony. It's Dave. It's the Win Daily MLB pre-lock show. Early home run props, which we're going to talk about that. We're doing some major home run prop things. Make sure you're following us at Win Daily Sports. Make sure you're getting that Win22 code when you go to WinDailySports.com. Get your free month of gold to see everything that we're looking at, the analytical, the home run props. Again, listen, I took Schwarber on my own tonight. Home run. Ghost had him as the top guy of the model as well for Win Daily. So listen, it's there. It's all there. We give you the tools to make it a profit center. So Dave, we're out the bat to 14 games Friday night, going right into the weekend. Some guys sat today. They're going to be fresh tomorrow night. So right off the bat, man, who you got as your number one ace going on the mound?
You know, I'm going to go Spencer Strider. While I do love the Garrett Cole angle, and I do love him in Oakland, his K rate on the road drops by about a K. I think he's going to have a solid start, but, you know, Oakland gave the Yankees some fits earlier in the season. So I'm going to look at Strider. Strider pitched against the Cardinals once this year, put up 35.1 DK points, went 6 innings, 2 hits, 12 Ks. St. Louis is tough, but they usually mash lefties. Righties give them a little bit of trouble, especially when you have a lineup like, you know, stacked with a lot of right-handers. Strider's a little bit, you know, hit or miss sometimes, a little higher on the road, but I really do like his matchup there. I feel a little more confident spending about $15K less on Strider than I do on Cole.
Nah, listen, I don't disagree with you there. I mean, you just look at it, you know, out of those last 5, except for that game against the Mets, I mean, he's still been good value, and anybody can rock a porno stash like that deserves to get. He deserves all the accolades in the world, bro.
Yep. I've been calling him and Cortez the best stashes from day one, and you know he's won. He wins.
They are.
Cortez
man.
is like a caterpillar. Strider's is cool.
He got no shame about it, man. He rocks it, which is great. But talking about that, you talked about Cole. He's up there. Obviously, you're dropping down to 1,500, and you're getting Strider now. Who are you going to pair him with? Or it doesn't even have to be just one pitcher. Maybe a couple, a value guy. Another guy that's going to be profitable as well. Who are you looking at the next spot?
Well, like two in the middle that I really like are Bieber and Peralta. And I think I can pair them safely. They're both right in that 9K range. With Bieber, really good lately, right? 6 of his last 7 starts, he's really 2 earned runs or less. He had 1 stinker in the middle there, but even in his last 5, he's averaged 25.2 DK points. You give me that, your 3X value. Seattle's 21st in batting average in the month of August. You know, they're struggling. Now, Julio, J-Rod's come back, and it's helped them a little bit, but that's a team like today. They hit a 3-run homer in the first, don't score the rest of the game. So I think Bieber has some value, and as far as Peralta goes, you know, it's interesting, Tony. You see it. I see some dead arms coming in the MLB as we roll close to September. Well, Peralta's a little different, right? He's a guy that was hurt most of the year, and they've been like in a DeGrom way, you know, just kind of easing him in. His 4 ERA is actually met with a 3.07 FIP, 3.20 expected ERA. So we do see trends where he's going to be better this next month or so. And listen, he pitched against the Cubs last year, 3-0 against them in 5 starts, but more impressively, 41 Ks in 26 innings. I think Peralta, and he always pitches better at home. You know, I think if we start to see the strides that the expected metrics give us, I think it could start tomorrow.
And on top of that, Cleveland's been swinging a hot bat, so he's going to have all the run support in the world.
I hope. I mean, you know, Seattle did very odd pitching lineup. You know, I think it's Logan Gilbert tomorrow. Did they put him back up?
Yes, it's Logan Gilbert.
That's what I thought I saw. I'm trying to flip
so you got Bieber going against Gilbert.
Yeah. And you know, he's been like, he was an all-star for 2 months early, and it's just been kind of just plodding. He's not really popping much lately. So I could see that. I agree.
Yeah, you never know. Now talking about hot bats, there's been a lot of good baseball when it comes to the offensive side of the play. I mean, we've been watching it right here. You see, we're rocking the Philly gear. You know, I got to ask you right off the bat because again, you know, we've been hot. Listen, I'm going to brag a little bit. Dave's going to brag a little bit because listen, it's highs and lows. When you do home run props, I don't care what anybody says, are the hardest things to hit. Right? It is a crapshoot. You do all the research in the world, okay? And the one thing I can tell you is what I feel good about, I know Dave's going to agree, is like tonight, okay? I took Schwarber. Okay, so Dave takes Hoskins.
Well,
if the Phillies hit, here's the thing: the Phillies hit 4 home runs and Hoskins didn't get one or Schwarber didn't get one. At least you knew your mind was attacking the right pitcher. You guys didn't hit one, right? So we're always right there. And man, Win Daily boys have been hot. Jigsaw's been hot. Dave's been hot. You know, listen, man. All I'm telling you, give us a follow. Win Daily Sports. The Ghost Best Buy Bets by Ghost, the model has been really hot as well. Very easy to use. So check that out. But Dave, I'm going to go right off the bat. Before you get to stacks, we're going to get that hot stack. I got to ask something because I'm going to go with my number 1 home run prop. Before we even talk about bats, it's got to be Bryce Harper for me. Okay.
I love it.
Just listen, and honestly, this has no analytics have to do with it at all. Zero. It's just, the dude wants to come out and put on a show. He misses baseball in Citizens Bank Park so much. I'm telling you, I will be shocked if he doesn't lead with a home run tomorrow night.
I love it. And Bryce Wilson, you know, private pitcher, has let up 15 homers this year. So, you know, I do feel that. And, you know, living up here, you kind of know it. It's hitting season, right? And the weather's hot, balls flying. Harper looks so good in AAA. It's just amazing the opportunity he gave those fans up there. And he's going to come here. And it's the first day he's eligible, right? He was convinced he was going to wait till Monday. But he was so hot, so good that, you know, let's roll. And I think it's a great situation because Pittsburgh. Like he's probably worried about, you know, seeing pitches down there a little different up here. No, Pittsburgh's AAA, but and I think whatever he did down there, he's going to roll right into. So I love that call.
Yeah, and again, that's just a straight baseball feeling, gut feeling. My second one I'll give you out later will be more analytical approach, but this is just straight gut, man. Straight jigsaw gut, getting crazy. So Dave, let's talk about the bats. Who's a hot stack we got for tonight?
Well, you know, there's a bunch of teams out there that, you know, a lot of gas cans going, but they're actually against bad lineups. So you got to be careful where you're going to attack. But one of my favorites is the Mets. Chad Kuhl, it's been interesting. I've been burnt by Kuhl, but it's mainly been in Colorado. It's been interesting. He got the Dodgers one night. But the Mets have been really good in August. Top 3 in the league in almost every hitting category. You know, except for some of the ISO categories, they don't really bash the ball for home runs. But in short, I think they're a good stack against Chad. I think we can get some guys in there. You know, Alonso hit a home run tonight. Lindor's just been red hot. Marte's always a nice piece up top. Nimmo you can get in there. And then if you find McNeil's batted near 400 for the past 30 days now. So, I like a Mets stack. There are a few others, but that's one I really do like.
Listen, we're on the same page, so I might as well just tell you right now, my second home run prop, okay, is Mark Canha from the New York Mets, okay? Even though I want to wrap the bat around his neck for that bat flip he did here in Philly, okay? But for 3,700, he's my second home run prop. He loves hitting the fastball, and Chad Cole has been giving up about 8 home runs in the last 4 games. The Mets are red hot. It just coincides with, again, it's easy to pick Alonso, but I'm going to go a little jigsaw crazy and go with Mark Canha. So we're on the same page there. Dave, sneaky stack, value stack. What do you got for that?
Yeah, value stack. I mean, I'm going to look a little bit into Boston. Yarbrough has, you know, he's coming up. He has not been great. Average only 8.8 DK points this year. 1-7 record overall, 4.43 ERA. Bunch of the hitters in that lineup have good success off Yarbrough. I'll give my first home run prop. I'm looking towards JD Martinez to hit a home run tomorrow night. JD is, you know, we all know where his talent is, and, you know, where he ends up next year is still probably somewhat of a curiosity, but he's had some success off Yarbrough in the past. 2 home runs off him. I think he's ready to knock another one out. So I'm going to lean some value on JD Martinez tomorrow and sneaky stack that Boston lineup. You know, Verdugo's been good. You know, obviously you always want to look at Devers, but you got some guys in there, Bogarts, you can also play. So they're good enough when they get rolling, scoring 5 runs already tonight. I think they're a good sneaky stack.
I like that. Listen, not normally do we say that Boston Red Sox could be sneaky, but I'll tell you, man, you know, you look at some of these guys, you mentioned them. one of the biggest things about Boston is you can get some of that high end value, especially. And again, we're not picking Cole as our ace, but he is the ace.
Yes.
So if maybe you go out there and you throw a Cole up there and you want to pay that $11K, well, then you can get guys like a Verdugo at 3,500 right off the bat. A guy that can kind of, even Arroyo at 2,500, who can do some nice things from a value standpoint. So again, this is what we look at now. Dave, you mentioned JD Martinez. You got another home run prop for us?
I do. And, I had to dig a little bit here, and I really wanted to go somewhere else in Houston, but I'm not. I'm going to go where the daddy is, and that's Jordan Alvarez.
Yeah.
Look, Kyle Bradish, his ERA 6.25. He's allowed 15 home runs on the season as well. Good story about Jordan. His family kind of, finally came up. I mentioned this a little bit last night and got to see him play live. He's had a couple good hits, RBIs, but he hasn't knocked one out yard yet. I think tomorrow night's the night. Big series with Baltimore going to Houston. So I'm going to go Alvarez. I was leaning Tucker, but Jason took Tucker once or twice, and I can't do that when he's the curse right now. So I'll go Alvarez.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Poor Jay, man.
Yeah,
and he's always picking the other guy. If he takes Arenado, Goldschmidt hits it. You know what I mean? Like if he takes Schwarber, Hoskins hits it. Like
he took Castellanos. So I was like, I got to take someone else, and I just missed. And did you see that home run by Schwarber tonight?
Wow.
It hit the top of the brick wall.
451 feet, man. It's and just full transparency, it's funny because everybody picks things differently. Okay. Listen, obviously we do research and there's analytics, but I said this, I went off and, and by the way, anybody watching this right now, 10 o'clock, final judgment, tune in, got 4 judgments for everybody. Going to have some fun. And I said, everybody picks things a different way.
Yeah.
So I looked at Schwarber pressing the last 2 nights, striking out 3 times at the plate. And I'm like, you know what? He's so smart. He probably went in the batting cage and practiced for about 4 hours, and he's going to jump on a pitch tonight. I don't know if it's going to be first best, and he's going to kill it. And that, you know what that, Dave, is? That's knowing the game of baseball and knowing the players. That's why I keep right. You have to.
You sold the press.
Yep.
You knew he wants to do. He wants to come back. Yeah.
Yep.
Great point.
Absolutely. But listen, with that, we're gonna get out of here. You heard they'll watch it back at all day, 14 games. Me and Dave. Dave is going with JD Martinez, and he's going with Mr. Jordan Alvarez, and I will be going with Bryce the man Harper, MV3, and Mark Hanna from the Mets. So again, as always, Win Daily Sports is where you find us. Make sure you give us a follow. Make sure you're hitting out the website. Win22 is the code to get the free month of gold. And listen, get on, whether it be Discord, get on the Twitter account, wherever it is. You're going to see Dave putting out his articles, Dave putting out his props. I'm going jigsaw crazy every day. Everybody's having some fun. So everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll catch you back here next time.